I thought I was the last one alive. It was as if the whole city had been transformed in a matter of days. Perhaps it was a virus, or some chemical in the water. I didn't get to see how it started. I was unconscious when it happened, but I awoke to a vision of hell. They seemed to fill every street, every part of the city, and they went on with their daily routines like automatons, as though some part of their memory was left intact, causing them to go through the motions of their former lives, unthinking, unfeeling, only rotting slowly without realizing they were already dead. At first, I had to hide away, for if they saw I was different, they would fall into a frenzy of violence. I had some narrow escapes. But then I realized that they never attacked each other. They reacted only to what they saw through those vacant eyes. I could fool them with makeup. By painting on a mask of death. There was no room for mistakes. There would be no second chance. I had to look like them exactly, even move like them. I practiced shuffling, mimicking their movements when their limbs begin to rot and give way. I kept searching for other survivors, but it was chaos out there, and I began to lose hope. Then, last night, something kept me out after dark, wandering the streets and alleys lost in thought. That's when I heard you, running for your life. And all my buried hopes that I was not alone were given life again. I couldn't let them see my fear or sense my longing. So I stood my ground, hid my fear, and directed them down another path. You were safe, for now. I followed after you, somehow hoping to trace your footsteps. And soon, I heard you shivering as you huddled in the cold. You couldn't see through the mask at first, but then I spoke to you, told you that it was only makeup, and offered you warmth. I asked how you'd survived, if you'd found a safe place. You took my hand and led me to your hideout. You showed me where you'd been living since the whole thing began. I was amazed at how resourceful you'd been, making this cellar into your home. You had hurt yourself, so I offered to tend your wound. That was when it happened. The sight of that fresh, sweet blood calling to me, reminding me of a hunger for flesh that I'd somehow suppressed and controlled till now. It took over my being, boiled up like an insatiable rage. And that's how it spreads. I finally realised that the makeup was a delusion to fool myself, not the others. A last-ditch attempt to pretend that under the mask I was still human. It takes time to change. For some, it's slower than others. I know that now. The outside rots quickly. The inside takes longer for the rot to settle in. But it's only a matter of time. I tell you this while you still have your faculties, while you can still think, so that you'll know the truth before I did. I thought I was the last one alive. I was wrong.